I got some more 21 keys to success too. Hey, how you doing?
Wonderful, sir. I want to show you this. I've got a book right in front of me.
Where you get it at?
I ordered it on Amazon.
Ah.
Got out of the Air Force. Air Force. The very first thing I did was I smoked a lot of cannabis and I watched Kill the Messenger, and it changed my life.
That's dope.
And I read your book. I followed up on Gary Webb, and it led me down this journalism, broadcasting life. And it's your book, that film, your story changed my life. So, Mr. Ross, I want to say thank you very much for that. It means a great deal for me to be able to tell you that.
No problem. Thank you. I wish you'd have bought it for me. I would have autographed it for you.
I wish I had too, because then I could have had it autographed.
Yeah, then it would have been a collector's item.
Hey, sir, that's idolatry. I get to share and exchange ideas with you. I like to think of that as a win.
No doubt, no doubt. It is a win.
So may I ask, now that I have the opportunity to speak to you, I'm a podcaster. I've wanted to speak to you for many, many years. I was wondering if I could just ask you a couple of questions.
Yeah, you can ask me a couple questions. Maybe my friends they might like some of the questions you're gonna ask me.
I'm not really too concerned about more concerned about Rick Ross now entering the cannabis industry, coming from previous industries worked in. Also, do you still play tennis recreationally for stress relief? What do you do for stress relief at this point?
Eat cannabis. No, I got two babies that I'm teaching tennis to, and I don't know if that's a stress release or not, but I can tell you this here. That's my most fun that I have all day long, and I can't wait to wake up in the morning to get on the tennis court with them and see their development and see how they're coming and I don't know. I guess I'm trying to live my dreams through my kids. I don't know. But anyway, I love it. You know, they put up with it. And they're getting good. You know, they're starting to really take a liking to the game, and you know, they outrunning me now. You know, when we race, I have to run hard to outrun them. So they adding time to my life, and I think that's the best place for me on the planet is on the tennis court with them.
I do jiu-jitsu. I feel the same way with my kids, so I understand the needing to bond with them. I think it adds years to you, spending time with your kids.
Oh yeah, well nobody wants to be alone. You know, when I was in the prison and I read all those books, I read a couple books about people who, when they start to get old and they be by themselves, they don't live long. You know, you need family around and grandkids to take care of you and hug you and kiss on you and, you know, do all the stuff that when you get old, you don't get that no more.
Was there a specific book that stuck out to you more than the other while you were away?
It was really three books that really guided me and put me on track to do the things that I'm doing today. Without me learning those principles, I don't think that I would be as successful as I am today. And I know some people might say, well, you ain't really successful. You know, well, to me, I'm successful. You know, I got out of prison with $200. And I have had some hard times since I've been out, you know, sleeping cars and a few other little things, you know. But I'm not in that position anymore. And I definitely equate those principles to get me, you know, where I am today. You know, I own a marijuana grow. It's not complete yet, but you know, I control it and I'm building it out. I also have a marijuana dispensary, and I believe we're gonna start shooting my movie in January.
So who wrote your movie?
Oh my goodness, who didn't write it? That's what we should. Oh man, we went Nick Cassavetes. Um, oh my goodness, Reginald Hutland and his crew. They took a swipe at it. Uh, my man that I was most excited about, Kush, and I love Kush. But right now we got another guy right now. He's taking all their work and he's trying to. It's a tough story. You're talking about just in a dope game 8 years and you're gonna cram 8 years into an hour and 45 minutes. Those guys are having a hard time doing it, and they're saying it's so much good material there. I mean, Kush, he gave me an idea. He went and talked to all of my friends, that I grew up with, everybody that he could find. He met with them and interviewed them. And I'm like, wow, you got all that information. And then now I want to know some of those stories. I want to know, because, you always know how you look at yourself, but then, a lot of people never want to really know what their friends really think about them. And I really want to know what my friends think about me. It's like, damn, I wonder what he's gonna say. So for me, it's exciting. Eventually, I'm going to release all of their talk and stuff, what they told the writers about me, and see what it says. I'll probably wait till it all comes out too before I watch it. Don't kill the what's the name. Just stay excited.
I'm excited personally. I'm very excited because your story has a lot of tentacles. It touches on a lot of things that had a much greater influence than just your story. And your story, just from your book, is very significant. But you can't talk about the story of Freeway Ricky Ross without talking about Oliver North. You can't talk about without talking about the Bush family. There are a lot of names. Like, just telling your story, you can't do it in an hour and 45 minutes.
No.
It needs a mini series. It needs more than one.
Well, I'm trying to put together. Well, I'm not trying. I'm going to put together the miniseries too. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the movie break the box office, because I guarantee you we're going to break the box office. Everybody's waiting on this movie, and we kind of see the success that some of these shows are having right now. Shows like Snowfall and BMF. They just released that, so I hear they're doing pretty good with their numbers. But it's something about shows that's dealing with the drugs and the underworld, or like really, really, kicking ass right now. And I know my story is at the top of that list. Nobody else has went to the heights that I went to, and very few has went to the lows that I went to. To have a life sentence, and to have to sleep on a concrete floor, it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty different. You're up, and then you're at the bottom. You like sleeping on the floor, and then you got a guy over here taking a dump. And you're only like 3 or 4 feet from where he's taking a dump at, and then you got guys with no shoes on, and all you guys are packed in a room that was built for about 15 people, and it's like 75 of you in this room. And you're gonna be in there for about 10 hours, and after a while you get where you like, fuck the stank, fuck, because another man is taking a crap. I'm gonna give me a nap. I done got tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm wore out. I done stood up as long as I could stand up, and now my will has started to give in to my environment, to my circumstances, and you kind of start to become a part of where you at.
Mr. Ross, I do appreciate your time. I have 2 questions, and
We good. I'm just killing some time tonight. I just wanted to get on here and say what's up to some of my friends. And I ain't talked to everybody in a while. I've been just kind of laid off for a little bit on the social media side. I didn't even come on when Michael K died, and send my condolences to the family. But yeah, I just just kind of tonight I got a laid back night. Nothing to do, a little bored. And they told me that Instagram was off today. Yeah.
and here it is back. It's interesting getting to speak to you on this particular day because this morning the news broke that I guess yesterday there had been a huge whistleblower from Facebook who had told her story about a lot of the different things that we had. I mean, if you were paying attention after Edward Snowden released his information from prison, you kind of knew some of the things that she was talking about were going to happen, but we get confirmation from some Facebook and things were happening. And then there's a Facebook and Instagram and a WhatsApp outage. Just seems that without going too far down the rabbit hole. Real quick, I want to ask: do you prefer flower or do you prefer concentrates when it comes to
I eat it.
Okay.
I don't smoke anymore. I haven't smoked since 87 was the last time I smoked.
Yeah.
I may go back to smoking though. You know, I never really had a problem with smoking. I just found myself out of control with it. You know, I kind of got loose with it, and I started just firing up no matter where I was. You know, and I didn't care who was around. And this was in the '80s, so it was still illegal. And you know, I was like, "Hold up, Rick, this ain't you. You totally lost control." You know, and I'm spending astronomical amounts of money to buy it. You know, my habit was trouble. It was not only my habit, but I had to support a lot of my friends too who couldn't get the top bud or wouldn't pay for it, one of the two. So yeah, it's concentrates, it's edibles. I'm working on edible line right now as well.
So one of the companies I work with here in Alaska has this edible up here called Hashade. It's I don't know what the limits are. It was 50 milligrams per edible. I think we're now from 200 per edible. So if you're ever up here, try some Hashade.
I got to come to Alaska. The president of my millionaire club is from Alaska, so I got to come up there one day. We getting a little static from you too. It's not coming through clear.
I apologize for that.
That's okay.
I live in the middle of nowhere, Soldotna, so.
Is it cold up there yet?
Not yet. My windows are still open. It's starting to get dark. We get a little in the mountain, but it's not. Really.
Yeah, you still breaking up on us.
I apologize for that, sir.
It ain't your fault. Instagram been down. Jeff.
I do want to know, though, how you would define success, say, 5 years old.
How would I define success? Success is in each and every one of us what we feel is our goals in life. You know, what makes you turn. You know, what excites you. You know, for some people, you know, they consider success a new car or a new watch or a pair of shoes, and then, you know, somebody like me, you know, I don't feel I'm not successful if I can't help everybody that I want to help. You know, for me, that's a sign of being successful. But everybody has to define their own level of success, what they define as success, and where they want to go with it in life. So hopefully I answered all your questions. You have a nice night.
It is an honor and a privilege to get to speak to you. I've wanted to speak to you for many years. Thank you so much.
Hit me up. Maybe we do the podcast.
That sounds great, sir. Thank you very much.
All right.
And thank you for putting up with my static.
All right.